This is Garrett Fry, the construction site sequence lead for 3D digital map painting, and we're taking a look at shot 541. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We're looking down and we're starting to pan up here. So we've been given the direction to add more construction material to this shot. So we have some empty spaces up here. Primarily it's up here. That's an empty space, and then down here. So this is a really great opportunity because now we're closer to these construction materials more than we have been in other shots. And so you can put some really kind of like hero elements down here. And what you do need to be mindful of is that the perspective does change and does get quite extreme as we're looking farther down the frame. So in the sequence, we can see when we're starting out, we're looking very much on top of these elements, and the perspective of these elements change as they go farther out this way. So we'll see a lot of perspective on this. We'll be seeing right down on the top of something, and then as we go out farther and farther, we're going to see less and less of if we pan up here, we're going to see less and less, and now we're going to be seeing more on the side of these objects. The good thing is about in this shot is that there's perspective lines already drawn by the construction site workers, and you can see these little structures here that have already kind of put a grid out there for you. So that kind of gives you a rough idea of what the perspective is for the shot. So while you're lining this up, even though we don't see the horizon line on this, we do have an indication of what the perspective is. So make sure you're lining that up. Also, be very careful to know that and to map out the shadows on your objects, and look at the relative height of some objects and look at the height of your objects that you're putting in. You can see some of these like lower piles of wood, they have kind of a smaller shadow shape, and then this little table thing here has a much larger shadow shape because it's much taller than some of these others that we have here on set. So make sure that you have really nice shadows on the plate here. They're really crisp, so you're going to want to have those crisp, nice, beautiful shadows, and that you're matching the light color and also the shadow color. These shadow colors are really quite blue, and then the light is quite warm, and so you want to reflect that with everything that you put in the shot. Before you jump into your shot, it's a good idea to review the library of construction site materials. Do a bunch of quick matte painting tests by dragging photos into your shot and doing quick integrations. You will soon be able to discern the appropriate reference you should use for your shot.